the action of the hip joint. The hip joint is the key in the spiral movement. Okay? The hip joint is like this. You have a socket, right? That's the pelvis. The leg comes into it. It's round. And it literally does a spiral, a figure 8 when you're doing spiral energy. Put your left foot forward. Sit back, okay? Sit back now. Now notice as you sit back, what did the back hip joint do? Is it up or down? It's up. What did your front hip do to compensate?
Down.
It's down. The body is so wonderfully designed that this side will do one thing and this side will compensate by doing the opposite thing, okay? You've got two energies going, which I'll explain in a bit. But so, what we do with spiral energy is, now you turn at the angle, you change weight and stop your knee. You don't stop your knee, you're going to slide forever and not have anything to anchor against, right? And that's one of the common errors in all of our Tai Chi. We keep the knee going. The knee should stop somewhere around the center of the ankle, certainly never going past the toes. Now there is your anchor. This works against this. So now this opens, and this is going from up, it's going down and spiraling down into there. Boom. Okay. So this is up, it spirals up, and now as you change weight, it spirals down. Boom. So it's very powerful, but there's only one side of the action. It's only one side of the action. But everyone do it with your knees sliding. Sit back. Now slide forward. Let the knees slide. Now what is that? You're just nothing. You don't have any anchor. You don't have any root. You don't have any ground. So the knee stops on all of our forearms. It stops. This spirals down. Okay, let's take a look at the other side. As this spiraled down, this spiraled up. So it loaded the muscles in the back, small of the back. They are now extended and loaded. Here's an error that everybody makes. Just about. To go back, if you're going to go back, you do this. What you want to do is the same thing you did here. To go backwards, open the qua forward. Open that forward, and then go backwards. Okay? This is hard maybe to get. But my weight is generally on the front foot more. To go back, I don't throw my upper body. I stay right here in the hip joint. I let it go down and forward. And then I turn. See what control you have suddenly? Suddenly you got absolute control. If we were doing push hands, I don't know this game at all. But if he was coming at me and I'm forward, I would push my quad forward. What I did is I turned him. I pushed the quad forward. I wouldn't back off this way, because that's nothing. In other words, I wanted to stay connected with him. So I would push my quad there and then come back into here. Okay. So what it is, it's always a spiral on both sides. So start on the back. Hip joint goes down and forward, it opens, this one comes up. Now when I go back, I would turn that foot, make this go down and forward first, and then turn the foot. So you get balance. It takes you back to balance, rather than trying to do that and turn your foot, so you spin on your heel. Okay, let's do this again. This is good to get in your yang forms, particularly, right? So it comes forward, boom. Now to push this forward. And turn the foot. You notice there's not a lot of shifting up above. It's more spiraling than anything. So boom, boom, boom. Forward first before I go back. Boom. Boom. Now I go back. I go forward first, and I turn. So everything. So this upper body just doing this. Hopefully, you ever see that little thing where they do this with the drum, and they have these things that hit the drum? All that's telling you is turn the waist. And your arms are like these strings. That's all being just. This is where you're getting your action. You're just moving. Okay. So sit back and load here. As I come forward, this comes up, this goes down. As I go back, this goes down, this comes up. Right? Let me show you another error that people make, particularly in the yang form. They come like this, and they'll open this. On your qigong, I watch your qigong. you were doing this, and you were open here. If I opened both of these things and came here, I'd be nothing. But we tend to lose it here. This should parallel, or should go along with what you do here. As this opens, shoulder joint follows it. Shoulder joint follows it. And that's when they say sink the elbows. That's why sink the elbows so the shoulder joint follows. The same thing on this side. This is going to be difficult to get. This is coming in, so when I'm going